Hi, and welcome to the Airbrush Garage. I'm Dan, and thanks for checking out my channel. I'm going to be passing on all the tips, tricks, and accessory builds that I made for my airbrush area in my garage throughout my past 20 years. I know how I struggled when I was a beginner, so hopefully some of my videos may make your life a little bit easier and help you move forward in your airbrushing endeavors. So if you like this content, hit that subscribe button down below, hit the bell so you don't miss out on future content. So with that, let's get started. All right, today on the Airbrush Garage, we're gonna be building a spray booth, the one behind me, for under $75 with some 3/4 PVC, some 2mm plastic, some clear plastic tape, and a few other basic items. Then we're gonna finish it off with a 9-inch box fan for an exhaust fan for $10 at your local Walmart or home center. And the finishing touch on it, we're gonna be putting a magnetic seam going right down the middle of your door so you can seal it up in the winter time, so you can run an electric heater in there and keep it nice and warm. And then we're gonna put some Velcro ties on each side so we can keep the tent open in the summertime so you can reap the benefits if you so choose to have an air conditioner in your garage. One note about air conditioners, I was planning on trying to cool this tent down with like an Arctic air or an air cooler. Save your money, save your 40 bucks, it doesn't work. I have one right in the tent. I tried it. It doesn't work, especially in 90-degree heat. Best thing you can do is seal up your garage the best you can, bring yourself in a portable air conditioner, and go to town painting. So let's go. All right, so let's get started. You're gonna need 3 basic tools for this. You're gonna need a mallet, you're gonna need a hacksaw, and a tape measure. That's all you're gonna need. All you gotta do is figure out what size you want your booth and go from there. I mean, I want my booth, the way it fits my garage, is 6 foot by approximately 7 foot. Now, keep in mind the height, okay? When your garage door is coming up, you gotta make sure you don't hit your garage door. So in my case, I'm gonna keep it at a 7 foot height. Okay, so the other thing we're gonna do is we're gonna leave the base, or at the base, we're gonna leave it open in the front so we could bring things in and out of our booth without it being obstructed or tripping over the PVC. So you got this 3-way 90-degree coupler, okay? That's gonna serve, for most of the couplers that we're gonna need, It's got 90s each way, your bottoms, and your upright. Every time you put a coupler on, you're gonna wanna give it a tap. Just a little tip, I don't like to cement any of my PVC projects together because I like to be able to tear them down and store them away. By the way, check out my car hood holder made out of PVC. So I already have all my PVC pre-cut. So I'm just gonna start building my frame. Turn that up a little bit. You do wanna make sure that you got them in there nice and tight. There you go. So it's as easy as that. When you put the PVC in, just give it a little turn, make sure everything's flat. So as you can see the base coming together already. This is going to go together really quick. Okay. I don't want to hear no short jokes. And for you short people like me, one more tool you might need, called step ladder. So what I suggest you do is, I messed up and I started putting the wrong pieces on the bottom. I didn't have this one marked, but I had the pieces marked for where I want to go. So I just get a Sharpie and I'll just mark the pieces when I pre-cut them. It does make it a lot easier to keep track of what you're doing. And this is 3/4 PVC. If I didn't mention that already, I apologize. But I chose to go with 3/4 PVC. You can choose anything that you want. I wouldn't go any less than 3/4. If you want to use 1 inch, feel free. Once you put this all together, the frame will stiffen up enough. I don't think you need the 1 inch. So again, your main coupler is going to be this 3-way coupler. You're only going to need 2 regular elbow couplers, and that'd be in the front, because again, we're not going to have that member cross over the front because we want to keep that open. Okay, we have 2 more pieces to go, and we got some plastic. All right, as you can see, we have our frame built, and we're going to be getting ready to put the plastic on it. As you can see, the floor in the front is open. So again, when you're going to be sliding your stuff in and out, your desk, whatever, or sliding it in, it'll serve. If you put a PVC over the bottom of that, you're going to be tripping over it all the time. So again, there's our basic frame, and let's get to the plastic. Okay, for this I just went to the local Home Depot and I got some plastic drop cloth. This here is going to be a 9x12 drop cloth. I happen to get the 2 mil version. There is a lot of other ones out there. They're really thin, so be careful. You'll see 0.2, you don't want that. You want 1 mil, 2 mil, you want something a little heavier. Okay, here we are on day 2. So I took a step back a little bit. I had some trouble putting on the plastic. Went back to the local home store today and picked up 2 more rolls of plastic. So one key thing here is what you're going to want to do is you're going to want a separate piece of plastic just for the roof, for your ceiling. What I tried to do is I tried to do all 4. I came across, I wound up with a seam in the middle. That's very difficult to try to seam through and get it nice and tight. So I decided to scrap that idea, and I'm just going to I'm using 2 pieces of plastic for the walls. I'm going to use another piece of plastic for the roof, and I'm going to use one for the front. And I picked up some magnetic strips, so hopefully when we're all done, it's going to have a magnetic door that opens and closes by just walking through it. So the other thing I did, so I had a lot of excess plastic. I'm going to go back and trim around. I cut the plastic right down my pipe here and secured it with a few pieces of tape. Might go back up and in the end and secure it a little bit better, but we have a lot more tape to put on, so we'll go from there. All right, so now that we're all done, let's go on inside. So we got going on down here, and we have it all taped up. I just used some clear plastic tape like I used on all the rest. The 3-speed fan, like I said, $9 from Walmart. Okay, got everything plugged with inside my tent. Gonna go out and release our Velcro. Now what I did here with the magnet is I just put some tape pulls in here. What I do is I can pull that stuff together. Get my magnet over to that. It's a cheap magnet, but it works. There you go, as you can see, all buckled up. So the inside, again, all PVC, 3/4 PVC. If you're gonna go more than 7 foot, I recommend some intermediate uprights. This tent is 7 foot approximately by 5 foot. And backing out. Hi guys, thanks for coming by the Airbrush Garage. If you like this video, check out some of my other videos for all your airbrush tune-ups. And if you like content like this, hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell so you get future notifications. Share it out with your family and your friends. Really appreciate that. And we'll see you in the next video, and keep on painting.